Good morning, guys. Sorry, just adjusting my mic. Oh, we have Atom in the chat. Hey, Atom. Okay, so hold on. By the way, welcome to today's Dream Hangars live stream. We're going to be covering Atom's Dream Hangar. If you guys can do me a favor before we get started, make sure to hit that thumbs up. Also consider subscribing if you haven't yet subscribed. And yeah, we're going to get started with the Dream Hangar. So I have Atom's Dream Hangar up on the screen. Just double check. So it looks like we're going to be running the Seraph, the Hawk, the Orochi, the Ultimate Fenrir, although I will be running the regular Fenrir as well, just like for comparison. So we have the Rex, we've got the Rook, we've got the Avalon, and... Okay, so we're not going to be giving you a prize. You said to give it to someone else. So I will do that. Hi, Alejandro. Hi, Alchemist. Hi, Aninaki, Rico, Yura. Actually, before we get started, if you are purchasing anything through the web shop, I do have a creator code, which goes towards supporting the channel. It is Adrian Chong without any spaces. And yeah, greatly appreciate if you use my code. And yeah, thanks in advance. Okay, so hold on a second. Yeah, we're going to be taking a look at this hangar. Hey guys. It's been a long time since we have seen the Ultimate. Yeah, the Fenrir kind of, I don't want to say died off. I think it's more just like players running crumble weapons a lot. And because of that, we haven't really seen that many. And usually when we do see them, they just get smoked. Yeah, if you can't heal, that's a problem, right? So, so let's see if we got this hangar right. So we have the unknown Seraph with the Pilum. Let's see, nuclear amplifier. I think you had this drone. For the ones who aren't familiar with what Dream Hangars is and wondering, why are we running these bots? Because some of them aren't really meta. What happens is viewers submit their Dream Hangar. So it could be something that you're building towards, or it could be a theme. And if you get chosen, what happens is I build your hangar up. Just an FYI, this account does not belong to me. It belongs to Pixonic, and yeah, I use it to kind of do guides and stuff, cover the new content. Still debating. I was actually thinking of trying out the piercer unit on here, which, well, you know what? Let's start with this, and then I'll switch to that and see if it makes any difference. Let's just do that. We've got the Hawkeye, and yeah, as I was saying, I build your hangar up. So everything is fully maxed out, and we just see how it performs, because, oftentimes players think if everything is maxed out, or sometimes even if you have like the latest bot and, the latest weapons, you automatically do well. Which that only matter, like you will only do well if you know how to build your bot right. Which includes knowing which pilot to run, the pilot skills, the drone, how it all pairs together. Think of it as sort of like a puzzle. If you don't have something right, the thing could die real quick. Wait, we have a phase shift on here? I'm trying to recall. Did you have... Oh, okay, you did. I'm just double checking. I haven't used phase shift in quite a while. Which is kind of funny because, when we had phase shift introduced to the game, it was around about, I guess, the time that we had like Ravana. So I used to spam the phase shift all the time. And then I got kind of out of the habit of using phase shift altogether after that meta. So it's weird now when I use phase shift. Okay, so with this Fenrir, we'll be changing this Fenrir out for the other Fenrir. And there's a couple of things that we're going to kind of test out. I do have the scales drone on here. Wait, you thought it was Lynx. Wait, did I get it wrong? No, it is Orochi. It is Orochi. Okay. For a minute there, I thought I put the wrong bot in. On the Orochi, that is the best weapons for it. No, I wouldn't say it's the best. But we can explore after we run a couple of games. So we have the Rex here with the Elox and the Murex. That's what I have. With the Reviver. Oh, you tried the Orochi? Wait, what setup did you use? Yeah, so what we're gonna do is with Dream Hangars, after I've built the viewer's hangar, we take it for a test run, right, for a couple of games, and we see how it performs, you know, based on what they told me to run. Now, when you submit your Dream Hangar, don't go through all the pilot skills and stuff, because I need to kind of show it up on the screen, and no one's gonna scroll. So try to keep it simple if you do submit a Dream Hangar. And so the other benefit of doing Dream Hangars for the viewers is that if you get chosen, you actually get a prize. But in this case, Adam has asked me to give the prize to someone else. But basically, if I have, like, for example, I'm doing the Amit giveaway, you know, if you were chosen, then you would get like an Amit or a Rex. So it actually locks you into that prize. So that's the other benefit. Oh, the Reviver drone worked best for you. Okay, so he used ultimate redeemers though. Yeah, so we have to try to figure out what weapons will work on this spot here that isn't an ultimate weapon. If we can try to do that. Okay, so we're going to be using the, I think you said Avalon. You'll have to leave. Yeah, that's fine. You can watch it later. Hey, Cactus. Hey, Jamel. Okay, so before we get started, let me just comment on this, because I'm looking at how many. So usually what I do is I look to see how much range a hangar has. And that typically, before I even get started, that tells me how the hangar is probably going to perform. So we have 1 range, 2 range, 3 range, which is a lot more than I think a player really needs to run. I don't think I would do more than 2 range typically for a hangar. The reason why is because when you start, you know, climbing the leagues, when you get closer to Champion League, the players are generally more aggressive, and to withstand that kind of style of play, I mean, it's not something that you can choose. It's kind of forced on you. You have to play that way to survive. I tend to gravitate towards at least 3 tanks. Right now we have like 2, so I'm not sure how this is going to go. Yeah, so the reason why I say that is because let's just say the enemy got into my spawn, or they got near my home beacon. These 3 bots are going to die very fast. Generally flying bots, and yeah, like this is it's going to die fast. So that would put me -3 on the bots. So I only have these 3 to help defend. When am I gonna... that's gonna be announced, I think I said on Friday. I know on Friday and on Sunday. Whenever I did it's always 1 week later. Why not many use Amit? Probably because players have figured out how to counter. I don't know. Okay, so how do you guys think this hangar is going to perform? I mean, I think I'm going to be able to somewhat hold. What I'm more worried about is if they get like close to my spawn, because I don't know how I'm going to defend against that. But we'll see how it goes. So hold on a second. That is the original. We're going to run some games now. Atomizers, you mean nucleons? I mean, I guess Devastator might work. The only thing with Devastator, and I found this when I was running the links, it's not that you can't do like a lot of damage. You can do decent damage, but I found that I was like running out of ammo. So like I would almost kill the player and then I was firing slow. Which is a bit of a problem, right? Anunnaki, thank you so much for being an A-Squad member for 32 months. Lucky opening for me, guys. You won a Rex, his status head. Whoa. Really wanted the bull drone. That is... Wow. That's a good opening. Okay, so... Oof. What are we gonna use? Yeah, I don't know how we're gonna get into scent, like... I mean, my team's going there. I'm just trying to get into... I know I probably won't. Oh, we got a kill. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I got EMP'd by something. Ugh. We need to get into a center quick here. Maybe I'll do... trying to get rid of my range. Ooh. Let's just fall back a bit. What the? I just saw my health drop like... What? It's this guy here we gotta get rid of. Go! Oh, that's what killed me. Wait, he has pierces, right? Yeah, pierces will do it. Okay, so it's this guy here that hit me earlier. Yeah, pierces... If I can get... I guess there's advantage to having bendy bullets somewhat. Trying to focus this guy down because he has the pierces. If I die here, then I die. But that was worth it. Okay, let's use this. They have the pierces. Yeah, I saw it afterwards. I got rid of him. That was funny. I had the bendy bullets, which helped against the... Oddly enough, it helped against the Kaji. Because he was trying to hide, and he was like... Yeah. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Where is he? He's going straight. Oh, shoot. He's going for a center. Ah, must get close. Yeah, that's... I'm not going to be able to deal with this guy. Did we lose a center? I'm just looking at center there to see what's going on. Uh-oh. I think we lost... Yeah, we lost center. You know what? I should have ditched. I was thinking of doing it. Maybe I can knock him out, because you know the Rook, you can actually do that. Oh. Don't shoot the sword unit. Someone just shot the sword unit. He's gonna kill me. No! I think I might push him. Yes, I think I pushed him. Except I'm stuck now. Oh, come on! Come on, come on, come on. He's almost dead. Almost got him. Yes, got him. Try to sit on him. Wow, we pushed him back. Kinda worked. Guys, you may need to drop in your titans here. Oh wait, that's killing him. Yes. Ugh. I'm actually kind of surprised that I survived. Survived that. I'm gonna go down now, but that man, I thought I was gonna die at center. I wonder how that would do with the Sonics. Oh, that Luch is so coming to center. He's gonna come this way. He's gonna jump here, right? Maybe not. My team may want to like drop in with their titans. We got a bit of a problem. Big problem. Come on, come on. He's almost dead. There we go. We got him. Someone needs to trigger this guy's shield or last stand. Oh, there we go. The pineapple hit his head. I tried to land on top of him so that he couldn't escape. I was hoping that my team would be, you know, by the ramp at least with their titans or something. I didn't see anyone. Super alpha style. That wasn't too bad. The Orochi though, you can tell it's on the weak side. Hey, gaming. I have to use this. This is like my beacon runner. It's gonna get smoked. Well, if I can get a, you know what? If I can just get one beacon, I'm happy. I think I'm gonna go for. Ugh. Come on. You want to get out of here? Out of there? Oh, shoot those mines. I'm gonna be dead here. I'm totally dead. I need healing on here. I think I forgot to put heals. Wait a minute, I got killed. I didn't even see the animation. This might be a bad idea. We're gonna find out. I died straight away. Oh boy. I'm trying to get rid of... You notice how I'm getting rid of all the fragile bots first? There's a reason for that. Because I rather get rid of these first. Oh. Oh, there were two guys there. I rather get rid of those weaker bots first. So that in the event that they get into my spawn, at least I have brawlers. Ooh. I'm not going to be able to go there. This guy's just going to... We need to move forward. I'm not going to be able to get... We need to get onto this beacon, but I'm not sure where my teammates are. Yep, now we got this guy. I'm not shooting him, so I should be able to survive. We need to get rid of that guy, but we got the beacon, so that's good. I'm gonna get killed here. Those arm weapons are doing too much damage. Yep. He's gonna fire at me. Come on. There we go. Thank you. There's this guy. Someone's got shield breaker. Oh, wait. Did that guy get hit by... Do you have a pathfinder? Almost looked like someone used Thor on him, but I'm not sure. We might have a pathfinder here somewhere. I was gonna say, this guy better jump quick. He's not gonna have much of a bot left. That is slow. No, I got hit by the slow effect. Ugh. Too many Kajis, no one holding the beacons. Yeah, that... Well, I mean... I eventually got that beacon. I think if it wasn't for the Fenrir holding it down, I wouldn't have got that beacon, because then I could spawn in there and get rid of the Kaji. The thing is, if you give them that beacon, and they start spawning in with more Kajis, you have a bigger problem on your hands. We got them, though. Yeah, yep. But I survived. Okay, so one thing I'm noticing for sure is that Orochi is very, like, it's on the weak side. And I have to kind of pay attention to these two here, how I'm going to deal with those. Yeah, so I guess the main thing is just get the beacons quickly. Oh, there's someone here. He's got those weapons. I'm gonna be dead. I'm toast. Yeah, I'm toast. So, we didn't get that beacon. What I'm gonna do now? Trying to decide here. I did kind of decent. We lost that left beacon. Oh, shoot. Go this way. These weapons fire so slow. Oh, wait. We actually killed him. What the? Oh, whoa, we got another kill with this. Oh, shoot. Don't shoot him. Ah. I mean, it did decent. That's him. That's him. I think I need shield breaker on here. Oh, wait. Someone hit him. Someone had shield breaker for him. Wait, did he go? He may have gotten hit by Thor. He had, that was, I don't know if he had a Pathfinder. You know what I think I should run on here, actually? No, oh, I forgot. I had the Hawkeye. You know what I think I should run on here is like a lockdown. I forgot I had the Hawkeye on there. That's why I was able to shoot through his shield. Why are we all on this? Oh, that's a lot of stuff back here. Yo, what the? I'm gonna get hit. Nope. Someone's got Gauss or something. Ah, shoot. Not good. I don't want to go the other way because then I'm going to be sniped too, so I might as well do as much damage to these titans. Or even kill them. Whoa, that guy... Ugh. Oh. Hey, we got the beacons. Get him. He was focused on me. He didn't see the guy behind him. Whew. Why are you shooting the sword unit shield, dude? He's gonna kill you now. Why are you shooting his shield? You guys not learn. I thought that would hit him. The big boss is showing up. Wait, how did... He got sniped? Whoa, what happened to that guy's bot? The graphics glitched out. Whoa, he only dropped in his Titan now. He's deciding who to target. I forgot to put... Yeah, I should have put my cat... Or, wait, do I have Wonder Worker? Wonder Work is better. Somebody's playing Rook. It's the Dream Hangar. I totally forgot that I had the Hawkeye. That's why I was able to shoot through his shield. That came in handy. But you know what? I was thinking of possibly running like paralysis on there, because you know, like with that the Kaiji on the Yamanta map when he was behind that pillar. So if I had paralysis, I could lock him down. Then my whole team can shoot him. Hold on. Let's see. Do I have Wonder Worker on here, but I guess it's not enough. I mean, what am I gonna sacrifice? I guess Master Gunsmith. Thing is, you kind of need more firepower. Otherwise, you're just. I mean, what am I gonna do? Just go for beacons, I guess. I don't know if mechanics is gonna help at this much. Like, you know, when you're such a fragile bot and you're taking damage that fast. Why don't I put, because this is the Dream Hangar right here. So I can do that for the second half, but I can't do it for the first half because the first half we're kind of gauging the weakness of the hangar first, and then we will adapt it and optimize it. Yeah, so that's why I haven't done it yet. And like, just to do like a comparison, what I will do is I will actually run the regular Fenrir and I will optimize it. And then you guys can compare it to the ultimate build that I have now. If I use Reviver or Armadillo. Oh shoot. Game started. Wait. Oh, that's got to be a Kaiji, right? I'm gonna see if I can try to get this beacon. It's gonna be kind of tough. Nope. Nope. Is that guy running like Seeker on his... How is he able to get me? I'm just getting constantly blinded. I can't see anything. Empty my clip here. So typically, like when you're in a tank, you can actually push, but because I'm running this, I can't push. So the reason why I tell players, you've always got to look at how many tanks you have in your hangar. Because if you're sitting back here, what's going to end up happening is the enemy, they're going to push forward and they're going to get those beacons. And if they get those beacons, they can spawn there, which gives them easier access to your home spawn. So it's even worse. It's even worse if they get there with their Titans. Whoa, that's actually doing... Whoa. Whoa, wait. Is that all from me? Oh, that guy took on quite a bit of damage. Use the... Yeah, I can't use the End. I have to use the Rook. That is part of the Dream Hangar. If you want me to use your Titans, then you will need to submit your Dream Hangar. And if you get chosen, you will even get a prize. So you'll have that going for you. Yeah, I can't push forward. I just don't have the health. Like if this guy teleports to me, I'm toast. Oh, someone has a Kaiji back here. I'm just gonna push. Yo! This, like, we've actually got quite a few kills with this. Surprising. The other game too on Canyon. Wait, they still have a Kaiji here? Oh! Oh! I'm trying to get this beacon here. Oh, brother. I mean, maybe I can target this Basag here. He's gonna jump though. He's gonna have his stealth. Okay, well, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. We actually got a kill with this. I mean, we were doing decent damage. I decided to go for it because if I need to drop in my Titan to defend, at least I'll be here rather than letting my teammates die. Just trying to get into center. I'm gonna need to get that left beacon there. Oh, hi. Wait, what the? Come on. Let's get this. Yeah, they will need to use either an Atlas or something, like a bot, to get into the center. So I'm trying to get as many beacons as possible to put beacon pressure on them, because this way they will have to rush to get the beacons and they will spread out. That's the plan. Oh, this guy's gonna try to link. Oh no, you're not gonna link. He's gonna try to link. I gotta kill him before he does that. There we go. He was gonna try to link to like the Bjorn or something. Ooh. You know what's a very good drone on the Rex right now that I like is actually the Seeker. Because there's so many players using the Stealther, it kind of helps. Whoa. The Seraph ability is the most buggy. I'm actually kind of surprised. Like, I don't know if it's just my imagination, but I was doing a lot of damage to that one guy. Was he in like Ultimate Lancelot or something? But I'm not sure if that was entirely from me. Sometimes when I'm doing so much damage and I'm using like an older bot, I have to kind of look carefully or run even more games because I'm like looking, I'm like, wait, was it this guy? Who was the one that had that, I think it was a Lancelot. No, it couldn't have been him. And one of these guys. I just want to look to see if it was leveled up. It's probably because he has that drone on it. Yeah, I tried that drone. It works better with something like Armadillo instead. Maybe that's why he died so fast. Or he lost his health. The Seeker gives suppression, yes. But you know, also, because so many players are using like things like Loki now, like this is like that would be my counter to it. Okay, so hold on a second. I meant to switch to that screen. So this is the original Dream Hangar. In case you guys didn't catch, the beginning of the stream. So we were using the Seraph. I have the Pillar with the Oppo, the Hawk, Orochi, Ultimate, Fenrir, Rex, Rook, and the Avalon. So we ran a couple of games. This one's definitely the weakest. So now we need to try to see if we can try to strengthen this hangar without really changing the bots. Although I will be changing the Fenrir. Actually, I won't be using the ultimate. I'm going to actually use the regular one. And then we're going to try to actually optimize it properly. And then we can compare. Because if you can get it to work on the regular Fenrir, then, this is going to be a lot stronger. But let's see. You know what? I wonder how these weapons would do on here. Has anyone run the Screamers lately? Because I know that went through a balance, but I haven't run it. Piercer maybe. I'm trying to think like what weapons players will have. They will definitely, well, there's a chance they will have Piercer because I have a couple of these on my baby account, so I know, you know, at least these are dropping. But let's try this instead. We're gonna have to change the drone though. Yeah, I need to toughen this up like a lot. The thing is, not many have Reviver. So there may be like a Shy or Armadillo. Wait a minute. I mean, if I use Kestrel, I'm not really toughening it up, but I'm like amplifying that damage, like making it count, I guess. What if we were to use Showdown? I don't even know if this is gonna really help much. Maybe. Because of the healing. Remember I had like the problems with the healing? Maybe this might actually help. I'm actually gonna get rid of that. Let's see what else we can do here. This is gonna be a tough one. We could also try changing the pilot. Let's try this one. Let's see if we can make this stronger. I think increase fire rate. It's not really gonna do that much damage. Yeah, I think the other one might be better now that I think about it. The thing is, the duration is decreased. Well, let's go with that. Let's see how it performs. This one, I was actually kind of wondering how this would do with paralysis on here. I mean, I could be completely wrong here, but I think we should try it. Because there were times in those games we were playing where the lock could have come in handy. We're gonna change this drone. Okay, so there was a discussion in my Discord before the stream started, and some was saying that the scales doesn't really help. Doesn't really help this Fenrir build if you're running the Liesel, which is what we are running here. So what we're gonna do, just for comparison, I do have a Cryptic Fenrir here, which I'm gonna change actually the weapons. Let's see, where do we have ultimate igniters? So some were asking me why wasn't I running this. Well, I was gonna change it to this afterwards, after running a couple of games. Let's see. What should we use for the weapon? I'm kind of tempted to use the Leodari just out of curiosity. But we could use something like, what could we use? Although they nerfed these. I think they nerfed the Ultimate Avenger, but let's try it anyways. Okay, so if you look at the scales drone, so the reason why some was saying use the ultimate igniters is because it slows you down. So then you have the on slowdown effect. So if the enemy is affected by the slowdown, it applies another slowdown effect to the enemy, and then for enemy slowdown damage reduction, so the damage received by the robot is decreased for each slowdown effect applied to the enemies. And then you also have this. But you'll also notice that I have the Bernadette Wolf pilot. Let's just see what else we have here. Maybe I should use... I'm going to put shot grouping on. Although I don't know if that's really going to make too much of a difference here. We'll see. Should we stick with these weapons or should we try something else, guys? What should we do? I mean, we could try maybe Chasm. Oh, change the Orochi's first module. This one here to this one to give it extra speed. Thing is, I don't know. I would rather have extra damage because I'm running these weapons and I know I'm going to die. So I might as well make use of that extra damage before I go down. Healing weapons on the... okay. Did they buff those weapons? Because they really aren't that great. I mean, they would have to have really buffed them because the last time I used these weapons, they were terrible. It will flip the beacon faster. Okay. Yeah, this thing's gonna die real fast. I already know it. But unless those weapons were buffed, like 3 times what they were before, I'm gonna get smoked. Okay, well, that is the original. Let's see if we can try to... Let's see if there's an improvement. I don't think there's gonna be an improvement on that Rook, but maybe there's something you guys know that I don't know. Holy... And why is the game sound so loud? What the... Wait a minute. I'm not sure what the point of having the speed is. Because as I said, you might have the speed, but... Oh, they got off the beacon. We're getting spawn raided. That is not good. Remember what I told you guys at the start? If they get to the spawn... Ah! Oh no. I'm trying... Ah, come on. Come on, where's my stealth? Ugh! Got him. I'm dead. Oh boy. I gotta get rid of all of these quick. So what I'm doing is I'm getting rid of all my range as quickly as possible so that I only have brawlers left. This way I'm maximizing my damage with the camping setups, basically is what I'm doing. Okay, so now I'm gonna get this one here. Nope. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Why did it do that? You guys are getting a lesson of why you have brawlers. So you see how I'm locked in my spawn now? If you have, just keep in mind, if you only have camping setups, each bot you drop in, instant death. Oh, we got him. There we go. I think it's safe to say we're cooked. Yeah, I'm not doing any damage to these guys. I'm taking a ton of damage too. I had to use my shield there. Yeah, I'm doing no damage to this guy. Yep, these weapons are terrible. Whose idea was this? Nope, dead. Are they level 1? I have to double check. Maybe they are. They might be. Yeah, maxed hangar. I don't know if like it wasn't doing anything. Like was it level 1? Maybe it was level 1. Let's double check, because sometimes I just grab stuff and I'm like, yeah, maybe it was level 1. No, it's maxed. It's maxed. That is actual maxed. And just because I was asked to run it, we'll run another game with it as torture for choosing the wrong weapon. Hey, Yusuf. You know, a weapon is bad when you have to go back into your hangar to check to see if it's a maxed out one or if it's level 1 because it performs so poorly. They are maxed. I was doing like 0 damage. I'm looking like... So, you know, oftentimes players ask, they tell me to run those weapons or the healing weapons on the regular bots. And I'm like, why are you doing that? You're just giving the enemy more damage because you're not doing any damage to them. The only thing is you're healing. I get that. But if you're not doing any damage, you're feeding them damage. I don't know if I want to feed the enemy damage. Like, I want to take damage from them, yeah. Not the other way around. Oh boy. Oh man, I can't go that way. It is. Ugh. You're giving me the beacon. Ugh. Oh, he's coming back. No, wait, that's our guy. They have a Kaiji here. I don't know where he went. I think that's him. Yeah. I'm dead. I'm dead. This guy's gonna... He's gonna kill me. Where is he? Wait, where'd he go? There was a guy there. Or was. He's going after me. No! Oh, come on! Look, one more shot. Guys, you know what? If I had the overdrive, I might have been able to kill him. Dude, I just spawned in. Already getting hit by orbital strikes. Whoa! Locked by orbital strikes. Lock him. There we go. There we go. I locked him. He's gonna kill me though. No? Yep, see? The lock worked. Lock him too. Whoa, that's doing a lot of damage. For what it is. It actually did decent damage. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, shoot. I tried to heal. Okay, we're gonna send this puppy straight into center. We're gonna try to get... Oh look, another chubby. Good idea. Stay together, then my flames can hit both. Uh-oh. That's gonna be a problem. Big problem. Guys, I think we're in trouble. We can get this guy. Dude, I can't even kill a raptor. I couldn't even kill a raptor. Are you kidding? I couldn't even kill a raptor and he didn't even have that much health. I'm struggling to even kill this guy in front. There we go. It only took the full clip. I can't even kill this guy. Hi. You can kill me now, don't worry. I'm not a threat. Oh. I'm doing 0 damage. 0. So what's the purpose of running these weapons? Oh, I killed something. But he was almost dead anyways. Oh, shoot. I think I scratched his paint, guys. Yeah, I'm dead. I think I did more damage with the Seraph than I did with the Rook. The entire time that I was in the Rook. Yeah, this did more damage. I've already done more damage, and I haven't even engaged with this guy yet. There we go. That's about more damage than I did with the Rook, the entire engagement. You don't think I scratched anything? Yeah, you're right. Maybe that was his teammate. His teammate did more damage to him than I did. Just run the Princeps. It's cleaning the dust. I should have been like, okay, which one of them is doing damage to them? Because it's obviously not me. Okay, so we're gonna run these instead. I think actually these or even the Sonic could work. Basilisk and Crate? No, I wouldn't do that. So Basilisk and Crate is more like it's your mid-range kind of weapons. I don't think I would use that. Okay, wait. Gotta find a game here. You're right, Vengeance and Retaliator would be better. You're right, probably would. I should run that to compare. $176 are watching and we've got like 20 likes. Thanks guys. Really do appreciate the 20 likes. For a minute there, I thought that guy linked to me, but then I was like, why is he wasting his link to me? I'm using my teammate as bait. Don't tell him, guys. I got the assist. He needs help. Forget that help. You're on your own, pal. Wait, he's gonna land. We gotta try to steal it. You guys ready? No! Steal it! Get it! Get it! Thanks. Good teamwork. Oh, you can deal with them. How did I get locked down? Oh shoot! There's a guy behind. Yo! Where's my teammate? Steal it! Oh man, what the? That would have been a perfect kill steal. Dude, I'm shooting him in the butt and I still can't break through his shield. Oh! Yo, what's going on here? Wait, I got hit by EMP. What the? Oh. Well, there we go, guys. Now you know why you run brawlers. The slowdown effect. Problem is I don't have more brawlers. We've got this. You know what? I think the other pilot is also better on here. Having that extra ability. Oh, sorry, my bad. My bad. Oh, shoot. My bad. My bad. My bad. Free-to-play violence. Wait, you're talking about the... I shouldn't have actually, well... This guy is supercharged. This guy here, the Hechi. Yeah, I'm not gonna drop. That's not a good idea. Better to get this beacon and then drop. I'll use this. Go! We need someone with a shield breaker to hit this guy. Oh, he's almost dead. We did more damage in that engagement than we did earlier using the other weapons for the whole full engagement. Incoming! Bye. Thank you. Trying to use this while I get my shield. Gotta get rid of this guy. He's got sonic weapons. That's killing me. Whew, that's a lot of stuff. I'm gonna be dead here. Wait, he's healing him up. We definitely did more damage with that build. That wasn't even close to the other one. The other one was just terrible. They're using MK1 and they're dominating? No, but it doesn't surprise me. Those are the players that understand the game properly. Some players beat me using MK1 on this account. Yeah, it's possible. But they may also have, usually they balance like the hangars. Like you'll see like one or two players have hangars similar to mine and the rest might be like lower level. Just for comparison, let's use this one. Keep that hawk for Titans. Bogo, I can't use the ether because that's not Atom's Dream Hangar. So this is the Dream Hangar that I'm running right now. So I'm not allowed to change anything. I have to run those bots, those Titans, that mothership. In the case of the Fenrir, I am changing, like I am running the regular Fenrir just for like comparison. But yeah, I have to stick to, otherwise, well, it's not fair to whoever's Dream Hangar it is, because I'm trying to help them. Hey Venus. I'm gonna change this pilot actually. Having that extra ability makes a big difference. Like, huge difference, in my opinion. Just try something here. Let me just put that screen up in case players are wondering why am I running like such a weird hangar. Oh wait, I forgot to change something. Hold on. Science teachers appreciate. Wait, how many science teachers do we have here? Oh wait, I didn't even get the beacon. I gotta stay on the beacon. I can't get off this beacon. Man, I didn't even do any damage to this guy. Oh, he's got the Scarabeus. That's why his shield is so strong. Oh, I forgot to save this. He's locked. Uh-oh. I'm gonna move here. There's mines here, so he's gonna go for us. There's the mines. Bye. Right? Wait. That guy did a lot of damage with his mines. He's locked. He's locked. I need to move forward. We've given up so many beacons here. These guys are gonna be in our spawn soon. Ooh. Just trying to get some beacons so that we can at least fight back a bit. Ah. Okay, so I'm trying to balance the beacon bar here. I got the beacons, but we're giving them all back. Technically, they're still winning because their beacon bar is longer than ours. They have a Kaiji here. I'm gonna get killed. Got the beacon though. Beacon bar is about balanced. Oh no. Whoa, that guy went down fast. I'm not shooting. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this pilot on the ultimate. Dude, I got so many beacons and we're still gonna lose because we can't hold our beacons down. He's gonna kill me. He was getting me from above. I used my ability at the wrong time. I was trying to replenish my shields. Addicted to geography. How does it hold up? I think it's better than the other one that I was using. I had the moderator before, right? Let's see. I kind of want to try this weapon on here. I am kind of curious to see how it would do. Oh, also... Wait, let's change... Hold on, let's change it to the other one. We gotta change this though. Redeemer would probably be better because I think you charge up faster with Redeemer because of the pulses. You fire really fast. Hold on a second here. 18 seconds cooldown. Better. Yuri is a music teacher? Wait, what? Really? What are you asking? The ultimate Fenrir isn't as good as it used to be. No, they didn't really change much on it. I don't even know if they did, actually. The reason why is because players are running things like Crumble and stuff. You can't heal that. So it's more the meta changing rather than them, like, nerfing it. Oh boy. I was gonna go that way, but that was a bad idea. Wait, why can't I move? I need to wait until I'm a bit more charged up here. That's why I changed the module on here so that he's gonna hit me. That's why I changed it to extra damage. You guys were asking why did I... That's why. Because if I'm going to be in this bot, I might as well make use. Like, it's not a lot of firepower, right? So I might as well make use and get as much damage in as possible. We got to get rid of this guy here. This one, this Leo. Yep, we got him. Yeah, no, that's definitely a lot stronger. Oh boy. We're gonna have a problem here. I like how he's backing off. You're in a Titan, but you just gave me the beacon. Why would you want to do that? The guy behind him. I'm not shooting them, so they shouldn't do too much damage to me. I should be able to withstand it. Yeah, EMP too. Hey, we did okay. We did okay. Incoming. Ooh, my shields might as well do. Man, he's gonna kill me. Don't shoot the sword unit. You're gonna get me killed. Oh, my team. They don't learn. Oh, no. I wanted to get their Ming. He's gonna be locked. Locked. The blind. You feel like the Titan Sonics? I think they buffed them at close range or something, or they work better at close range. Hey, Ghetto. Oh, you're South African too? Wait, I didn't know that. The newer. I was getting constantly blinded. I was like, wait, oh, come on. So wait, we definitely improved this. We improved this build. Did I make any changes on here? No. This one I did. I kind of like the paralysis on here, to be honest. How many times there I locked players down? They were trying to escape. Oh, Dies is saying 10 more likes and he will give some memberships. Make sure to hit that like button, guys. Free membership. This weekend, what am I going to do this weekend? I think I'm going to open up the black market. There might be some baby account actually gameplay. Live gameplay, not recorded. Oh, this guy's already here. No. I can't engage that, nor will I try to engage. You gotta know which battles to fight. That's not a battle I want to fight. Still getting used to alternating my shots and stuff. Let's see what's going on. Also, we need beacons fast. Just saying. Oh, come on. That guy was so close to dying. Yes. Uh-oh. 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 Now we're seeing how strong this thing is. Oh! That was a good hit. I'm trying to get him, but he's hiding. No. Must get. Thing is so slow. That guy's really taking chunks out of me. I didn't shoot him, so I should be able to survive this. Wait, where did he take off from? Oh, here. Hi. Still can't kill this guy. Fenrir is too slow. Wait, what's that? Oh, shoot. Wait, let's just replenish my shield here. We've got a Mauler on the right. He's sneaking by. Oh, oh, oh. So wait, we got no beacons again. Guys, crazy thing is we've almost won this too. Look at the beacon bar. Ugh. Wait, you guys drop your Titans in now. Oh, come on. You just wasted my flight, dude. You wasted my flight. Teammates. We have actually nowhere to spawn either. That's even worse. That guy wasted my flight. Yep, it's over. I'm dead. It took the whole red team to kill my Fenrir. I went into flight and then the Mauler dashed, so he wasted my flight. I lost my bot. I was gonna target the, I think it was a Bjorn at the bottom. Atom, the other one does more damage, but if you have an extra ability, you can stay alive for longer, and the Rex itself, like, it can do a lot of damage if you have these weapons. So that's the reason why I swapped. More for survivability purposes. The other one, you can do more damage, but if you're going to die faster, you can't really take advantage of that damage, whereas this one, I'd rather prefer to have it to stay alive for longer. You know, these weapons by themselves do a lot of damage, so if you stay alive for longer, you're going to do probably more damage overall, like over a given period. There should be a friendly fire. Players have said that, but I think it's a bad idea. You know why it's a bad idea? Because when players see that I'm on their team, they'll deliberately shoot me just to kind of annoy me. So basically, I wouldn't be able to get out of my spawn. Yeah. Yeah, no, so some days I'd be like, yes, I wish we had that, because I would totally like get rid of this teammate of mine that's camping or whatever. But then you have to kind of think, it goes both ways, right? Like, what happens if it was me and I dropped in? I'm just saying. I was gonna go for that left beacon, but middle is actually more important. The thing is whether I can actually get here in time. Okay, wait, I'm gonna get this beacon here. He should be able, yeah, that's why I went. Okay, there we go. Get him! Oh, whoa, we got him! He wasn't expecting. Oh no, this guy may end up killing me. I'm trying to see if I can get this beacon here. Whoa, wait, what? One shot? Well then. Thought I'd be able to withstand. Wait, do we have a Kaiji here? Someone's dropping mines here. Is he on? See, he can hide around the corner here, but we can still get him. Trying to lock them down for my teammates. Yep, there we go. I think we should get into center. I'm just saying. He was charged. Yeah, apparently. This guy's gonna be able to kill me. I can't move across. I'm gonna get killed, yeah. Okay, so what do we have that can actually get to the other side? Because we need a beacon. This Ming's gonna get destroyed by that the guy with the pierces. He'll eat right through his Ming. Yep, there he goes. So what we need to do now is just get beacons and then force them to, like, so that they don't have any... That guy's gonna shoot me. So they'll have to get out of their sniper setups. Yep. Clock is ticking. Beacon bar is dropping. Gotta do something. And the only thing you can do is get out of your sniper setup and push. You liking the Orochi build? It works. Thank you for moving back. See, they're getting desperate now. They realize that they have to get a beacon, because if they don't, they're gonna lose. He's trying to lure me out so that that guy can snipe me. Also, I have the Seeker on here. That's why I can see him. Game over. Thank you for camping. It's by the time I even get close to the other side, game's over. Yeah, that's also why I like the Seeker on there, because if I'm dealing with like Bisagli or something, you know, if they use a stealther, you can see them. It's so handy having that Seeker on the Rex. Having those weapons doesn't help. Well, he wasn't gonna get close enough. Like, I could see him though. The Orochi's gonna make a comeback. I think players are gonna run the links more, but I could see that. He changed his mind. I was trying to get him to change his mind. That's why I was like shooting. I wanted him to kind of back up. On fight. So one thing I would say, this is more just judging based on, I don't know if you guys saw my video on how to counter the Amit. So when I ran the Pilums on the Erebus and then I ran the Pierces are definitely a lot stronger, like in my opinion. So the thinking is, if it's stronger on an Erebus between the Pilum, then I rather actually run the Piercer. Like even on this build. But then you don't also want to overdo it, because otherwise you're going to have too many builds with the same like weapon. So that is going to be the last game. But also thank you to Atom. I don't know if you're... Oh, you are in the chat. So this is the original Dream Hangar. Okay. And we did optimize things quite a bit on the Orochi. This one, I don't think I changed anything on here, did I? No, I don't think I changed. This one, I changed the drone. I do actually like the paralysis on this thing. I like it because I can lock players down. And like, especially if you're dealing with something like a Kaji, you know, when they're trying to put their mines down and then run away. If you lock them, that could be, could be disastrous. And I thought about this on the game on Yamantau map. There was a Kaji hiding behind that pillar. I was hitting him, but I think if I had the lockdown, it would have been far worse, because then he would have been more exposed to my teammates. This one we changed quite a bit. So we're running Pierces on here. I have the Ghost, and then we have the Showdown. I think, you know what? Honestly, for this kind of build, I think I'd rather have the Showdown, and that is because of the Weapons Protector. Because remember, you only have 2 heavy weapons to work with. You don't want one blown off, right? So this is going to help with that. At least you maintain your firepower. This way, you could go either way. You could use the Beacon Operator, that one. I prefer the extra damage because if I'm going to be running this build, I'm not expecting it to survive for very long, so I might as well make it count. This one, we changed the... Well, we have Leodari on here, but if you have Ultimate Redeemers, it's probably better because you'll charge up a lot faster. So we changed that. We've got Ultimate Igniters. We don't have the... Oh, I forgot to change this. I'm not using the Lethal Pilot. I'm using the Bernadette Wolf. Sorry, I just did a complete ban there. When someone comes into my chat and just starts spamming like that, it's not even a warning. I'm just like banned. But its charge is very hard to kill. Yeah, once it's charged, which is why you got to get to it quickly. You got one shot by the... Yes, I still prefer it. I still prefer it. Because the thing is, so Mango, you are... you're basing it just on one weapon killing you. There's a lot of weapons that can one-shot this. I mean, I could get one-shot by pierces. I could get one-shot by, like, the new weapons. And I think if you're building your bot just because you got killed by a particular weapon, I wouldn't go in that direction. You know, you should be looking at how can you optimize the build, you know, based on the weapons you have and, you know, just performance-wise. So, like, I could use something like a Reviver on here. So, let's just say we were to use a Reviver, for example. Okay, so, yes, I would survive for longer, but what happens if I lost a weapon? So, I would survive for longer, but I would lose my firepower. At that point, I might as well ditch the bot. So, then you have to kind of think, okay, well, what other drones, right? I mean, I could kind of see Seeker being used as well. But you get the point. Like, you want to try to optimize your, like, for what you have, not based on what the other player has. Because, first of all, boom weapons, while I know a lot of players are using it now, eventually they're going to get nerfed. And when they get nerfed, technically speaking, if you were building your build just based on that weapon, you would be nerfing yourself. Because then you would have optimized your bot because you got killed by one weapon. And then when that weapon gets nerfed, you have to change your skills and everything again, and your drone. So now you've invested your resources into like a different drone because you were dying to like boom weapons. You gotta invest into another drone. So that's why I don't I look to see if I can amplify the performance of the actual bot itself, not based on what others are shooting at me. No, I didn't like the hell weapons on there. No. So I found, I mean, I guess with these weapons, I was also running into trouble with like players with Aegis shields. But because you're only running 2, unless of course you run shield break or something, I could see that. Oh, it dies. I didn't realize. Thanks so much for the membership gifts. Sorry. So if you received a membership gift from Dice in the chat, make sure to thank Dice. And apparently if we get 9 more likes, we'll get even more membership gifts in the chat. So if you haven't yet smashed the like button, make sure you do that. The abilities on the Scales drone, yes. So I don't know if you want to take a screenshot of that. I'll show you each one here. I think it definitely helps the Fenrir, although I was still going down pretty fast. Again, you know, like it depends on what players are running. If they running like crumble weapons or, you know, rust and stuff, that can affect. But also we have more players running these weapons and they, you know, they do a lot of damage. So maybe that's why it also feels like it's dying pretty quick. Yeah, if you... So that's the other thing too, because I notice a lot of comments under my Amit counter video. I think a lot of times players think like when they want a counter, they want a bot which can 1v1, like whatever the meta bot is. When you get to Champion League, your way of thinking has to change, because when you start playing not only with the strongest players in the game but against the strongest players, you have to think like a team player. You may not have the counter, but you have to realize that maybe your teammates have the counter. So what can you do in order to support them so that they can get rid of, in this case, the Amit? So if you may not have an Amit, and that's fine, by the way. If you don't have an Amit, that's fine. If you have like a sword unit, that can help. If you have the arm weapons, use that with Shield Breaker. If you have a Pathfinder, that can help, because if you mark the Amit, you're breaking their shield so that not only you, but your teammates can shoot through. And your teammate may actually have the counter, like, you know, they may also be in an Amit too or something that can help. So you have to change the way that you think. It's not just about your bot versus their bot. You have to think of how you can contribute to your team so that you can win. You know, like if you watch that Amit counters video, I think it was the last clip. So the red team realized I was in an Amit. What their one player did was he activated his Thor on me so that my shield was disabled, and then his teammate, which was in a Rex, came in and killed me. You have to think like that. You can't think I need a bot that's got to be like I want a 1v1 that, and I don't think you should ever like play that way. Like I think you're going to you're gonna find yourself constantly disappointed for one, and also when you get to the point where you are playing against the best players in the game, that kind of mindset will not work. Because the strongest players in the game, when they're playing in squad, this is how they think, right? I was explaining, you know, when we used to play in squad battles, this was going way back to like the Kepri and, you know, when the Skyros came out. But also in the case of Ravana, so what would happen was the red team, like their top clans, they wouldn't just send all their Ravanas into center. They'll have like one or two. So they're already thinking one step ahead. So they send two in. When it looks like one of their teammates is going to die, then the next one moves in. You have to think that way, like, because if you don't think that way, you're never going to be able to compete at the highest level. It's a very different, it's hard to explain, but it's a very different kind of mindset. And you'll notice, like, especially in the top clans, they don't all just run like Amits, because if they did that, they will get destroyed. What you'll find them, like, there'll be a couple of players run Amit, and then you'll see the rest of the hangar, they have counters to it. So they may be a guy with like the Strix. They may start running things like Pathfinder in there so that, you know, their teammates can deal. So you'll start to see things like, you know, different things being incorporated into their squad play. Because squad play is quite different. Like at the highest level, you'll find certain players running certain things that may not make sense to you, but it makes perfect sense when they're playing in squad. The smart squad, yeah. So for example, you know, you might drop in, like you might see like, you know, one of the top squads, they may drop in with an Amit, but you'll see that one of their teammates will drop in with something like a Leo or a Nuo. You get what I'm saying? And you might be like, well, why would you want to run a Leo or a Nuo if you can run an Amit? Well, the thing is, in squad play, you can't all be running the Amit, because if you run into another squad that has the Amit and their teammates in a Leo, you're actually going to be at a disadvantage. You know, like things like that. Like you have to kind of, it's a different style of play. Yeah, the Rambo thing's not gonna work. That will never work. I know players think that if they have maxed out equipment, they can just compete at the top level. It doesn't work like that. When you play against the top squads, what we would sometimes do is we would drag some of the strong players away from the group so that we could team up against them. So if we could find a player that was isolated or like not far, like he didn't have a teammate, we would attack him with like 2 or 3 players because we knew just by sheer number, 3 versus 1 or 2 versus 1, he was going to lose that fight. So if you think you're going to walk out into the open because you've got a max bot and you have a meta bot, not going to work. Because what's going to end up happening against like top squads, they'll have things like Pathfinders, they'll lock you down, they'll mark you, you have no shield on your Amit and you're gone. You will lose it so fast, you would be like, whoa, what happened? I thought it was like maxed out. Well, it was maxed out. It's just the way that they play is very different, and you have to kind of important to kind of learn that style of play, which I guess is kind of hard because if you're a solo player, you don't really get to communicate with your teammates and stuff. They drew first blood. What? There was, I still remember there was this guy in Vox, this was a while back. He's like, so we were in a squad game on Shenzhen map. He's like, why is everyone shooting at me? And I'm like, well, you decided to walk out in the center of Shenzhen. I would shoot you too. I was like, what are you doing over there? Use your cover, man. But I think it's because he thought he was like maxed out and he just got wiped. He went into center and like a couple seconds later, his max spot was gone. I'm like thinking, you should like use cover, right? Players, yeah, you can't. That's from Rambo. What? Oh, the movie. No, I only caught part of your conversation. Squad play is very cerebral. Yeah, strategy. Yeah, so when you play squad, like against the top squads, it's not just about having like the meta. The strategy matters actually even more. Do I think that Angler should have 3 ability charges? If they did that, they would have to release like a pilot, kind of like Ravana, to give it a 3rd. Would it make a difference? Maybe a little bit. Squad play has good communications. Well, good communications, but also they are all in sync. Like they all have the same strategy, or they all understand like what beacons need to be covered on each map. It goes more than just being on comms. Not if you're in Bronze League. Yeah, the style of play is very different. When you actually see the difference in the thinking is in tournaments. So if you get like an expert league, like nothing against expert league players or anything, or even lower than that. If you get like an expert league clan going up against a champion league clan, this is where I think you will really notice the difference. Dyers with the membership gifts, the 10 membership gifts. Thank you so much. And if you received a membership gift, I see in the chat, make sure you thank Dyes. Hi, Abilo. I think that's... Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. From Colorado. Wait, doesn't it get cold there? Are you guys getting snow too? I think Denver gets quite a bit of snow. Why? It's me, Grandpa. WR. Okay, so hold on a second here. Let me just go back to this. Comment by Atom. So Atom, thank you so much for participating. And also thank you so much for, giving up your prize. So for the ones who don't know, with Dream Hangars, if you do get selected, I just started doing this kind of recently. You also get a prize if I'm doing like a giveaway. So yeah, you basically get a guaranteed prize. So the prize is like locked in. So, if you want to, I guess, increase your odds of winning a giveaway, this would be one way. But basically what Dream Hangars is, viewers submit their Dream Hangar. It could be something that you're building towards, or a theme. Okay, so if you're having maybe trouble with your hangar, and you're kind of curious, how does it perform actually at max level? That would be a really good opportunity to, post your comment. You can see what I have here. So 5 different robots. You can mention, like if you do this, post the robot, also the build, and then maybe the drone, possibly the pilot. You don't give me the pilot skills, okay, because otherwise we're gonna have a very long comment. I try to keep it short. Also mention your Titan, your mothership, and your pilot ID, because if you do get chosen, I want to make sure that I lock in your prize. And yeah, I don't pick ones that don't have a pilot ID, okay, because I have to kind of go that step further. Because what happened was a couple months ago when I started giving away prizes for the Dream Hangars, there was one that I guess they didn't follow up or whatever. Someone tried to steal their prize. So they created an account. So make sure that you put your pilot ID, because if you get chosen, then I want to make sure I lock in a prize for you. You're about to get some snow. Ooh, we got a lot of snow like a couple days ago. Looks sunny now, but yeah, a couple days ago there was a lot of snow. You hope who wins can make. Yeah, I won't be able to tell what they have in their hangar, because that's not how the winners are drawn. It's just all random. So whoever gets it, I hope it helps their hangar out. But yeah, thank you so much. And yeah, if you for a chance to be featured in a future Dream Hangars live stream or video, you guys can post your Dream Hangar once the stream is done in the comment section. Again, don't forget to post your pilot ID. And you'll see how the comments are. Use that as kind of a template, or like today's comment. And yeah, so Atom, I hope you enjoyed the gameplay of your hangar. I don't know what you would change. I would definitely change this though. I think this performed like pretty good for what it was. I mean, this was honestly the worst. Like you could tell the first couple of games, and then towards the end, I mean, we started having pretty decent games with this. I mean, that's kind of unusual, especially when the the body's on the weaker side. Okay, so glad I was able to help. And yeah, that's the whole purpose of this series, is really just to help players out. And some actually asked me, why don't I do like the video format like I used to do before? And the reason why I switched it to the live stream format is because I feel like I think players can benefit more from seeing the process. So for example, when I changed the weapons out, like how did that affect the build? Like it's not just changing the weapons. I started changing things like the modules too. I changed the drone and even the pilot. So you like when you change one component, what else is being changed? It's not just the weapons and then you leave everything else the same. Sometimes you need to change other things to make it more effective. And I think being able to see that process is really important, especially for a new player. It's more fun, more interactive. And also if I mess up, then at least you guys can correct me and I can try it out and we can all see whether it works or not, which makes it more fun. I like that, because then I learn too. Okay, so yeah, before I get going, thank you very much to Dark Warrior, Lone, Dominic Kind, Dies, Peter Colden, Alex for helping to moderate today's live stream, and also Dies for the membership gifts. Really do appreciate it. Really helps the channel out a lot. Anunnaki as well, for being a member for 32 months. Really do appreciate it, guys. And if they have YouTube channels, make sure to check them out. Also, I think someone was asking earlier, when am I announcing the winners to the Amit and the Rex? So I believe the Amit is going to be actually tomorrow, actually probably tonight, because I usually announce it before. So that's going to be coming up. And then the Rex winners are going to be on Sunday, I believe. Okay, so if you haven't entered into those giveaways, make sure you do it soon, because I have already started the process of drawing the winners. And if you don't win in those giveaways, there's going to be more giveaways, because I will be giving away, I have a feeling it's new weapons and also the drone. I have to kind of double check. But that's all coming up. Okay, so that's going to be coming up over the next couple of weeks. Alpha, thank you for being a member for 3 months. Noble to give away. Yeah, I really do appreciate it, because there's a lot of players out there, you know, who are struggling, and I want to be able to help them with their bots and stuff. So this is just one way I can do it. I kind of like that. How do you enter into those giveaways? Oh, I should have put the, hold on, let me see if I can find the link. The thing is, I can't pin both the links. Maybe, I wonder if I can fit it all in one comment. Hold on. I need to find the link. There's two different live streams. Okay. Let's see. Amit giveaway. Sorry, I need to find the link here for you. Oh boy. Why is YouTube not working yet? Okay, wait, there we go. I've been noticing problems with YouTube a lot lately. I mentioned it in my Discord. I don't know if it has anything to do with AI. Rex giveaway. Okay, so this, I'm going to actually pin it in the live chat. There's going to be 2 links, by the way. One's for the Amit and the other one's for the Rex. Okay, let's see if I... yeah, let's see if that worked. Let me just pin that. Let me just double check to make sure they work. The links that okay, so Amit. This one. Okay, it works. Okay, so you should be able to see it. It's a pinned comment. Are the Noya, the Shenlo weapons good for free-to-play players if you make them MK2? Okay, so one of the things that you might notice a lot of players running, so the only thing is, if I'm going to tell you this, there's actually probably a really good chance that they're going to nerf. So you might notice a lot of players running the Teth with full-on Tesla weapons, which is the weapon you're referring to. So I'll just throw the weapons on here so you can see, and I'll explain what the players, now this is a lot of the top players are doing this, but they are kind of moving away from it slightly. But I think a lot of them run this, and I'll explain why they running this build. So a lot of players are running this build because it charges up their mothership and their Titan very fast. So if you see players dropping in, like it's not even like a minute or whatever, and they're already in their Titans, it's because they're running this build. These weapons charge up very quickly, and the Teth can get you to the enemy, you know, or like to beacons very quickly because of the teleport. So to answer your question, like, are these weapons worth leveling up? At this point, I would say yes because of that. As for the Shenlo, I think in the current environment, like the meta, I would say I think the Scorpion is better. Now, I have my reasons as to why I feel the Scorpion is better. The thing is, with the Scorpion, if I attack, like, say, an Amit, you know, I will hit them and I can blink back. Whereas with a Shenlo, if I attack them, I will keep on teleporting to them. But if I'm taking a lot of damage, there's nowhere else I can teleport. Like, I have to engage. It's like until death kind of thing. If I don't attack them, I will have to find someone else to teleport to. But remember, if I'm teleporting to them and I'm badly injured, there's a good chance I'm going to die anyways. So, you know, if you compare that kind of style of play to the Scorpion, where you would have blinked back to hopefully cover where you save, you will be able to survive and, you know, charge up for the next attack. So I would say if it was me and I had those weapons, I would level up the weapons, but I wouldn't level up the Shenlo. But that doesn't mean sell it though. I wouldn't do that because there may be a meta in the future where it might be needed. Kind of like the Scorpion, right? The Amit with the Murex weapons and the Armadillo drone works. Yeah, I could see that working. Tesla is 100-meter range. Yeah, these weapons you want to use on bots which can get to the enemy quickly, like, you know, basically right next to them. Although I don't think I would put these on a Scorpion. So with the Scorpion, you want to be able to do the damage very quickly and then get out of there. With these, you don't exactly do that because you have to stand in front, exposed to the enemy for a couple seconds. I think you would be better off running like Sonics on like a Scorpion if you were comparing like these weapons versus the Sonic. Or if you can get the Murex Elox weapons, those would be even better. You don't have the Scorpion? You can build it, I believe, right? Because that's like an older bot. Oops. Oh, come on. Wait, is this thing lagging again? I had a issue. Wait, for real? I had issues yesterday. I think it was yesterday. Yeah, you can. Yeah, so you could like. Wait, is it? Okay, there we go. Whoa, this thing's like super laggy. Yeah, since we got there was an update a couple days ago on my games, and I remember downloading that. Man, my hangar was so laggy. I dropped in and I was trying to actually change weapons for something. I was like recording a video and I was like clicking and it's like, wait, I'm not even, nothing's going. Actually, wait, it's happening now. No, wait. Yeah, I was clicking like that and it wouldn't go to the screen. I was like stuck in the main hangar and I had to restart the game. Oh, you can build it? Curie's in the workshop. Curie's pretty decent. Oh, you sold the Scorpion. Well, why would you do that? So, you know what? When it comes to any bot that you may win, like for free in the game, or if you have multiples, don't sell all of them. Keep at least one. Because you never know. There may be a meta in the future where it can come in handy. Like, for example, like the Scorpion. You know, some players also are using things like Revenant and stuff now. Which you would have thought that, you know, they wouldn't be using, but they are using it. So, yeah, always a good idea not to sell everything. You know, at least keep like one of like the robot. And then when it comes to weapons, it depends on which weapon it is. So like if it's like heavy weapons, there may be like 5. Because you can put 5 on the Strix, right? That's usually how I do things. You'll never sell any robots. The other thing is you never want to sell weapons or robots, especially if you have it leveled up. Even if they nerf it, trust me on this. Because I remember when they nerfed the Hell, Sketty, and Snare weapons, I told players, don't sell it because they just watch, they're going to buff it. All the players are laughing at me and like, yeah, Adrian, don't you know it's Pixonic? They never do that. And then they buffed it. You know, there was like a, I think it was like a blanket buff or something. I can't remember what happened, but they buffed those weapons and they became meta. And all the players were complaining how, man, they have to build those weapons again and then they got to level it up. I'm like, well, why'd you sell it? I told you not to do it. And you can, you know, the thing is, you can actually go through your this is one thing I sometimes do. Like, I will go through my weapons and I look to see like the old weapons that aren't really being used that I could potentially see them buffing. And I'll keep my eye on them, because if Pixonic starts buffing, like they buff once, there's a good chance they're going to buff again. So for example, didn't they, or they planning on buffing the jaw. Yeah, so these weapons, that whole class of weapons. Now the thing is, if they're gonna buff it once, you know what that means, right? It's on their radar. So if it doesn't perform well, they're gonna buff it again. So that would be like a weapon that you wanna level up, right? Because you never know, it might become like meta, and especially if you're a free player, you can, you know, plan ahead. Of course, that is if you got nothing else to upgrade, but I'm just saying. Should you buy the punches from the store? Punches, I think, got hit with a nerf, didn't they? I'd have to run that, but from the last time I ran it, it wasn't that great, so I wouldn't. I just saved you a couple million silver. Actually, it might be billions. I don't know how many you were going to buy and upgrade your time too. Okay, so guys, that is going to be it for Dream Hangars. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of Dream Hangars. Once again, thank you so much to Adam and to all those that donated. Dies and Anunnaki and also Alpha. Thank you so much, guys. Really do appreciate it. And yeah, if this is the first time you happen to drop by my YouTube channel or live stream, I hope you enjoyed today's live stream featuring this week's Dream Hangars. Also, one more thing, if you are purchasing anything through the web shop, I do have a creator code, Adrian Chong, without any spaces, and that goes towards supporting the channel so that I can continue to do more robots content like these Dream Hangars. And yeah, would really appreciate it, and thanks in advance, guys. And I think, yeah, that's gonna be it. So once again, thank you guys for dropping by. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's stream, and until the next live stream, I will catch you guys later. Cheers, guys.